Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, back here in Comanche, Texas, with your Friday night instant recap. We start in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. First off, Allen, just destroyed by St. John Bosco out of California in the Tom Landry Classic. You know, we thought the Eagles would struggle in this game. I didn't know they would struggle like that, falling 52-14. Lee Wigginton in his debut does not go well as the head coach. But, I mean, I think if you're an Allen fan, you got to understand this is a young team that's growing. They didn't have spring ball with Coach Wigginton, so I wouldn't hit the panic button just yet. But there's going to be some growing pains this year. They got a talented sophomore crew. They're going to need time to develop. But, I mean, I didn't think they would get dominated like that. And really, it could have been worse. Bosco had a 50 spot early in the third quarter. So, pretty impressive performance from an elite team out of California. Allen's got a lot of work to do right now. Probably not a top 10 or even a top 20 team in 6A at the moment. Down in the Crossroads region in Victoria, we start with Cuero and El Campo, the big showdown there in Class 4A. The Division II team Cuero rolls past El Campo 43-14. What a debut for Jared Fikach as the head coach there, the Cuero Gobblers. They dismantle the Ricebirds 43-14. If you're an El Campo fan, obviously, you know, Ruben Owens is the headliner there, but I'd have some concerns about this performance. Did not think I'm not surprised that Cuero won. I picked El Campo in the game. I'm very surprised that Cuero wins by 29, though. There's some red flags there with El Campo at the moment. We'll see if they can get it turned around. Going into small school regions, when's the last time Refugio and Shiner lost on the same night? Well, it happened tonight. Hitchcock just dismantles Refugio 49-12. The Bulldogs, a 3A Division I team who won the state 7-on-7 title. I had them as a sleeper team, and they looked really good tonight, taking apart Refugio, while Shiner against arch rival Hallettsville falls in a defensive slugfest 14-7. Two bigger, those are two 3A Division I programs that beat Shiner and Refugio. I wouldn't be too alarmed at the moment, but it's very surprising that both of them lose on the same night. Out in East Texas, the Division II schools, Gilmer and Carthage, flex their muscles over the Division I powers in Class 4A. First, we start with Carthage. The machine is back online. Scott Surratt's ball club takes apart a really good Kilgore team, 45-10. I think Carthage made quite the statement tonight. And then Gilmer, very surprising that they dominated Chapel Hill start to finish, 51-27. The Buckeyes breaking in a new sophomore quarterback really looked good tonight. That's an impressive win for Alan Metzel's ball club. I think Gilmer is going to be right there in the mix once again. And even you go to Texarkana Pleasant Grove with a 28-7 win over Brock. The 4A D2 powers in East Texas flex their muscles tonight. Finally, down in the Austin area, Austin, Westlake, and Ridgepoint. That was a ball game for about 2.5 quarters. Ridgepoint gave Austin Westlake all they want. I don't have a final on that one yet, but Westlake was up pretty comfortably. I believe it was 44-14 in Tony Salazar's debut as a head coach. So the Westlake Chaparrals look good. But, a little bit of a slow start, but they got it rolling. So I'd be very happy if I was a Westlake fan. That's a good Ridgepoint team that came into town. Westlake with the pulls away in the second half for a big win. Here in Comanche, the Indians with an impressive 49-7 win over the Brady Bulldogs. Comanche, a one-win team last year, takes apart a Brady squad that went 8-4 a year ago, and they're both 3A Division II ball clubs. So Comanche, Joaquin Escobar's squad, really impressive tonight, 49-7 win. Their front seven was dominant all night long. Watch out for Comanche in District 5, 3A Division II. That district already is very tough. The Comanche Indians made a statement on the opening night of Texas high school football.